Hi everyone. Sorry, don't have my face in the corner somewhere. I promise in my next videos I'll make sure to have my face. But I wanted to record this so that anybody who is still working on lesson 2 can get lesson 2 done. So let's go ahead and check out what we need to do. Remember, it is helpful to have your notebook open as well as your code account open. So go ahead and pause the video right now if you don't have your notebook open or your code account. Pause the video, come back, and then continue. All right, in your notebook on page 8, it's going to tell you what we're working on. For lesson 2, we're going to be working on completing bubbles 1 through 8, and bubble 7 will be graded. So make sure that you complete that and message me on Schoology to let me know that you have finished this or resubmitted this bubble. On code.org, go ahead and find lesson 2. Go ahead and find lesson 2. If you forget how to, you can go to my dashboard, go to my courses. Page 7 tells you in your notebook. My courses, view course, and then look for lesson 2. All right, let's go ahead and check out lesson 2, bubble 1. Bubble 1 is just the overview of the lesson, and it's going to show you the new code that we're covering in this lesson. Go ahead and click continue. There you go. Go ahead and click continue. Okay, and here is our first section. Welcome to Web Lab. The platform you're in is called Web Lab. There are 3 main parts of the screen in Web Lab. So we have on the left side right here is our Files section. In the middle is your workspace. And then on the right side here is the preview area. Do this. Try typing something in the workspace. Press refresh and save to see it in the preview area. So go ahead and type a sentence, any sentence here. I'm going to say, I like chocolate cake and ice cream. You can type in any sentence you want. After you type in your sentence, go ahead and click refresh and save. Refresh and save. Awesome. Feel free to pause the video at any point to catch up, but I'm going to go ahead and continue. Go ahead and click finish when you are finished with this bubble. On bubble 3, you're going to see a video. Please go ahead and pause the video now to watch this video on bubble 3. Once you finish watching bubble 3, then you can go ahead and come back to my video and click continue so we can move on to bubble 4. Okay. Bubble 4, explore HTML. This is a web page written in HTML, the language of the web. You'll learn more about how it works, but first explore it by using the inspector tool. Do this. Click the tip, how do I use the inspector tool, on the right to learn how to use the inspector tool. Follow the instructions in the web page to explore the web page and discuss how it is working. It says discuss with the partner, but you can discuss with me. You can pause the video and talk to me. Pretend you're discussing with me. All right, let's go ahead and check out the tip. How do I use the inspector tool? Go ahead and pause the video. Take a second to read this paragraph. And now we're going to go ahead and use the inspector tool. I'm going to collapse my instructions so that I have more space to work with. You can click on this top left, in the top left corner, this little arrow is going to collapse the instructions. To turn on the inspector tool, click on inspector off and then it turns white. And now we can inspect the web page. So as you hover over a specific section, you're going to notice that it's going to highlight a specific code. Go ahead and pause the video, take a minute and a half or 2 to inspect the web page and to see what code is associated with different parts of the page. Go ahead and pause the video and then come on back. Okay, so here are some questions that I want you to consider. For the paragraphs, what tags or what code, blue tags, are you seeing? And what about for these titles? What tags are you seeing for the titles? What's the blue code that you see here for these titles? And lastly, we have bullet point list. What tags do you see creating the bullet point list? All right, let's go ahead and continue. This is just an investigation bubble. So you get to investigate a little bit about the HTML language that is being used to create this web page. Go ahead and click finish. And we're going to move on to bubble 5. Bubble 5 is another video. So go ahead and pause my video. Take a couple minutes to watch this second video and then go ahead and click continue. All right, continue. We are on bubble 6. Bubble 6. Add text to the body. When you start any web lab project, it will automatically add iDoc type, HTML, head, and body text to your project. When you add content to your projects, you will need to do it between the body, open body, and close body tags because it should be part of the body of your web page. Okay, so this is really, 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 really important. This sentence right here. When you add content to your projects, you will need to do it between the open body tag and the closed body tags. So if we take a look at our code here, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. We have this text, this tag, then we have HTML, we see it twice, the opening and the closing. Then we have head and the closing head tag, and then we have body. All the code that you write should go in between here. Again, all the code that you write should go in between the body tags. Do not, I repeat, do not type anything up here. Okay? Do not do what I just did. Do not type anything up there, please, because that will cause a lot of errors and bugs in your code. So again, anything that you type should go in between here. All your code should go here. All right? All your code goes here. After the body tag. Okay? Or I guess I should say between the body tags. All right, remember that. Please remember that. Please, please, please remember that. That will make your life and my life a lot easier in terms of coding. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the instructions. Do this. Write three separate sentences about any topic you like inside of the body tags of your web page. Hit refresh and save if you don't see the changes in the preview area. And then the last bullet point doesn't apply, so you can go ahead and ignore that. So let's go ahead and write 3 separate sentences about any topic. I'm going to write 3 sentences, and I would like you to write 3 sentences. If you need to pause the video, you can go ahead and do that now. But I'm just going to go after the word body. Remember, after the word body, please write 3 sentences. Sentence number 1 for me is going to be, again, I like chocolate cake. Period. And now I'm going to hit enter so that I can separate these sentences. And I just backspaced it so that they're starting at the same point. My second sentence will be, I am allergic to cats. Period. And I'm going to hit enter to create another space. I'm backspacing. And then I like Criminal Minds is my last sentence. So go ahead and create 3 sentences for yourself. Pause the video if you need to. When you're done, go ahead and come on back and we're going to continue to bubble 7. Finished? All right, let's go ahead and continue to bubble 7. And again, I recommend that your sentences are separated into 3 separate lines, just like I did here. Okay, let's go ahead and click finish. Bubble 7, as a reminder, bubble 7 is going to be graded. So if you take a look at your notebook, page 8, right, this is for lesson 2. It tells you bubble 7 will be graded. So let's check it out. Use paragraph tags. The opening, close, and closing tags or paragraph start and end tags are placed around text to indicate that it is part of a paragraph. Placing text between paragraph start and end tags excuse me, lets the computer know that it should be treated differently, often just spacing it out from the other text. So we're introducing 2 tags to our code. Do this. Place the text you just wrote inside at least 2 separate paragraphs by surrounding it with the opening and closing paragraph tags. So we're just going to add these tags, these paragraph tags, to our code. Now remember, you need an opening paragraph tag and you need a closing paragraph tag. Take a second. What is the difference between the opening and closing tag? Okay, I hope you said that the closing tag has a backslash. Please remember that. Closing tag has a backslash. You need an opening and closing. The door needs to open and the door needs to close. And when you close it, there's a backslash. Let's go ahead and add those tags. Go to your first sentence, go to the beginning of your first sentence, and we're going to type our opening paragraph tag. Less than sign, P, greater than sign. And we're going to close it. Now we're going to go to the end of our first sentence. Make sure you're after the period if you have a period. And we're going to close it. Less than sign, backslash, period, P, and then greater than sign. Make sure your tags are lowercase. And again, don't forget that backslash sign. If you don't know how to do these little symbols, the less than and greater than sign, you just hold your shift button. I'm going to show you a keyboard. I'm going to look at, I don't know, it doesn't matter, Chromebook keyboard, right? So if you're looking at your keyboard, even if it's not a Chromebook keyboard, you're going to hold down the shift button while you press the comma, or hold down the shift button while you press the period to create those 2 symbols. All right, just a little review there. And there's your backslash. You just need to push that button to get the backslash. Okay, go ahead and add paragraph tags around your other sentences. I'm going to go ahead and add paragraph tags around mine. Go ahead and add paragraph tags around your sentences. In the end, you should have 3 sentences and 3 separate lines. And once you get to this point, you are finished. All right. If you are submitting this late, just please message me on Schoology so that I can check your work. If you're resubmitting it because you had some mistakes, message me on Schoology so I can check your work. And once you're done, you can go ahead and click Finish. Then the last one is Bubble 8, where we are debugging or fixing some broken tags. This is our last bubble. This simple web page has some issues which are preventing the content from being displayed correctly. Identify and fix the issues. This practice is also called debugging your code. All right, so we're going to fix the broken code so that the web page displays correctly. Let's check it out. So it's telling us that this sentence should be on its own. This should also be on its own. And we have to figure out what's wrong here. So just like we did in the previous bubble, we're going to have 3 separate sentences. Let's take a look at this first one. We have the opening tag, but what is missing? What is missing? I hope you said a closing tag. So let's go ahead and add a closing tag. Don't forget that backslash. Bam, that one's done. All right, on to sentence number 2. We have a closing tag this time, but what's missing? The opening tag. So let's go ahead and add that opening tag. Awesome. And then lastly, it's this third sentence. These 2 seem to be flipped, right? Remember, the opening tag should not have a backslash. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the backslash. And the closing tag needs the backslash. The backslash comes first and then the letter, all right? So it's not P backslash, it's backslash P. And once you finish, there should be no more pink and you should have 3 separate sentences. After this, you can go ahead and click Finish and you are all done with lesson 2. Let me know if you have any questions or you need any help. Message me on Schoology or talk to me in class. All right, goodbye everybody.